Hi everyone. I am going out tonight, and I thought I'd give you a little tutorial on how to do makeup for the evening. Today's inspiration is brought to you by Priscilla Presley, and as you can see, my hair's in rollers right now. I'm getting ready, and the earlier look I did was for daytime, so I still have some of that on. And I'm just really gonna build up because sometimes I know when you're coming home from work, you don't have much time to change and to redo your entire face. So we can just go on top of what we've already had. So I have my foundation on, I was moisturized. I'm sure I'll tweak here and there, but I'm gonna start with a nice cream brown, dark brown liner. And I'm gonna take it all across the lash line here. And you can do this, you don't have to be precise at all because you're just gonna end up smearing all of it out anyway.
It's 20 hours.
It's 20 hours. So as you can see, that's not very pretty and more theatrical, I think. Then I'm going to take a little brush. It's nice and narrow. And what I'm going to do, starting with the inside corners, I'm going to just blend all that cream color in there and wisp it out at the ends. And we're doing Priscilla when she was just meeting Elvis and becoming Priscilla. Not Priscilla now. Okay. So next, I'm going to take a nice chocolate brown, like that. And using this brush, kind of like the one we used earlier for the all over light shadow. I'm gonna start with it right where I put the cream liner on first, just to set it in there so it doesn't move. Okay, then I'm gonna take the same brush and sweep that shadow completely across the entire eye. And if you noticed in the other tutorial, I don't do much on my lower lids, my lower lash line, rather. It's very rare that I do that. Just don't like anything kind of flaking down. But you'll see, later on I'll do some super dark tutorials and you'll see how that looks when my eyes are all filled in. So now it's very important to look pretty much straight into the mirror when you do this, because you want to make sure that both sides of the eye are equal. Because if you're closing your eye a lot of times, you can't see what you're doing. You can wisp it out a little bit more at the ends there. Just make sure to blend everything beautifully. And then I'm gonna take a nice fluffy brush like so. I'm gonna dip it into a lighter, into this guy. It's kind of a little bit iridescent, but I'm just gonna take that through and kind of blend everything in so there's no harsh lines. So then what you can do actually is you can use another puffy brush. You can highlight a little bit more on the brown bone here. And P.S. that brown that I was using earlier all over the lid is matte. For this look, I like using the matte. So yeah, earlier I was telling you I don't like to use pencils for the eyebrows, but since this is a more intense look, oh, that's my belly. I have this guy, if you can see. It's very tiny, kind of like a taupe liner in brunette. And it's very thin, very precise, so I don't mind it as much because it actually feels like I'm drawing in the little hairs that are much needed. And it's not creamy at all like most other brow pencils are. So I'm literally drawing in hairs. Ta-da. And what I really like to do with this look is take some liquid liner and literally take it along the lash line just to make it a touch darker. See that? I double up a little bit more with some of my mascara. Pretty much right on the ends there. You can totally see the difference. And Priscilla used to wear fake lashes, which I won't be doing today. But with this look, you can easily do fake lashes. Next, I'm going to take some of my concealer and just make sure there's nothing under the eyeballs there. And normally if you're doing a darker shadow on the top, you want to use the under eye concealer last or after you've already finished your eye makeup. Just going to do some spot treatment. Just to freshen up a little bit. We will set this with powder again. Cool. So now I'm gonna go back to my bronzer and really chisel out the cheekbones. Ta-da! I'm gonna take I have this very pretty pink by Cargo. It is called Catalina. I'm just gonna dab a little teeny bit right in the apples. Looks like you have a little bit too much. You can always take your powder brush and just blend all of that in. Like so. So the last but not least is going to be lips. For this look, I like to use a really light pink that is really frosty, since this is kind of a homage. And afterwards, I'm just gonna go through it with a little teeny bit of liner. Blend the liner in with the lip gloss. Whoops. Ta-da! I'm gonna take these guys out, see what's going on in my head here. I'm gonna do a little bit more rock and roll to my hair today, rather than crazy curls, I think. I haven't brushed my hair in like 2 days, and I didn't really feel like doing much to it today, and this is the quickest and easiest solution, so we shall see what happens. Ta-da! So there you have it, Priscilla Presley look, and I better hurry.